Hello everyone, I am Rinku, working as an assistant professor in Department of Management in RPIIT Technical and Medical Campus. Today we are discuss about the topic that is ratio and ratio analysis. Ratio analysis is a very powerful, popular and important technique of analyzing financial statement. First one question arises, what is ratio? Ratio is a quantitative relationship between two and more items for profit and loss account and balance sheet or balance sheet alone. The comparison between the different absolute figure lead to some meaningful conclusion by the establishment relationship between various fact are the net profit shown in the net loss account do relevant any fact unless until comparing with the sales greater than sale comparing capital get percentage rate of return. The term of ratio analysis is a study of relationship among the various financial factors of a business. Ratio analysis is the process of the determining and interpreting numerical relationship based on the financial statement. If in other words, it is a technique of interpretation of financial statement with the help of accounting ratio derived from the balance sheet and profit and loss account. Objective of ratio analysis. First one, measuring the probability. Ratio are calculated to measure the probability of the business concerned is a vary and every business wish to maximize its profit. Second one, assigning operation efficiency. The operational efficiency of the enterprise can be judged by the calculating the efficiency or activity ratio. And third one, measuring financial position. The soundness of financing position the business can be judged with the help of liquidity and solvency ratio. Corrective measurement can be initiated in the liquidity of the solvency position if firm is not sound. Fourth one, for making comparative analysis. Enter from an intra form of the comparison can be made of the check the growth of the business. And last one, budgeting and forecasting. Ratio analysis carry out is help in financing, forecasting and planning. Meaningful conclusion can be derived with the help of this ratio. Advantage and ratio analysis. First one, helping in the analysis of finance statements, helping the financial forecasting and planning, helping in the locating and weak pointer. Classification of ratio, analysis of the short term financial position or test of liquidity. Second one, analysis of the long term finance position of the test of the solvency and activity ratio and profitability and ratio. Thereby classification there are ratio analysis. First one, test of liquidity. The liquidity ratio are used to test short term solvency and liquidity position of the business. It enables to unknown whether short-term liabilities be paid out of the short-term assets. It is a valuable added to management. It check the efficiency with the working capital is being employed. It is also important to stakeholder and long-term creditor in determining up to some extent of the prospect of dividing dividend and interest payment. Important ratio in test of liquidity. First one, current ratio. Second one, quick ratio. And third one, absolute ratio. Current ratio, it is a most widely used all analytical device based on the balance sheet. It establishes a relationship between total current assets and current liability. Current ratio is equal to current assets divided by current liability. Idle ratio 2 ratio 1. Highly ratio indicate under the trading and over capitalization, and low ratio indicate over trading and under the capitalization. Quick ratio and acid test ratio is established as a relationship between liquid assets and liquid liability. It is a refinement of the current ratio and second testing device for working capital. Quick ratio is equal to quick assets divided by current liability. Ideal ratio is equal to 1 ratio 1. Usually high acid test ratio is the indicator that the firm is liquid and has ability to meet its current and liquid liability in time, and on the other hand low liquid ratio and quick ratio represent the firm liquidity position not a good. And last one, absolute liquidity ratio, the ratio establishment relationship between absolute liquid assets to quick liability. Absolute liquidity ratio is equal to absolute liquid assets divided by quick liability. Ideal ratio 1 ratio 2. It means that is the ratio is the 1:2 or more than the concern can be taken as liquid if the ratio is the less than of the standard costing of the 1:2 standard, and it means the concern of liquid ratio. Thank you.